Okay, welcome. We are going to come in and form a half circle over here facing this little tent. And we're going to have a little introduction. And then we'll proceed. Hi, for those who don't know, this is Traci Brooks here in the purple. And I'm Carleton Brooks. And what we're going to do today is just have a little review of what to do with a model. You teach a horse how to model weeks before you come to compete. Not the day of, not the week of. Because you want them sharp, fresh, ready to go. You don't train your pony the day before the horse show. Why would you teach them how to do the model then? It takes days and weeks to do it. You have to prepare in advance. No horse is perfect. There is an ideal we all work with, but the ideal varies from judge to judge. What you want to make sure you do as we start to line up, your pony needs to stand flat-footed on all fours, ideally close to equal in front, and split behind, meaning he stepped like this behind. Now it's very important if your pony stands like this, or stands like this, or stands like this. Just like you've been taught to have your shoulders up tall, look straight ahead, your ponies are supposed to do the same thing. Here's what we're gonna do so y'all know. We're gonna lead 5 out in a line. Traci and I are going to observe them, look at them, and then we're going to openly discuss how they could be better prepared, what you could do, and what you can do by tomorrow. So we're going to observe these 5 and have a little look at them, talk about them, and then we're going to practice the walk and the trot, because the walk and the trot are very important as part of your model class. Form to function. If they walk like a duck, they're going to stand like a duck. You want them true and square. Square means their front feet are facing the same direction, their hind feet are facing the same direction, and their legs are equally apart, front and back. Meaning the 2 hind legs are the same distance apart as the front ones. Now, with your trainer, you need to find what the flaws are with your horse and what the positives are, and be able to learn how to cover up the flaws and show off the positives. Outfitting or detailing your bridle. Did you sand their hooves, or are they all flaky and rough? Is the pony trimmed, or did we miss a spot? How long is the pony's neck? Did we braid it to make the neck look longer? You never can have too long a neck. You can never have too typey of a head. All right. You don't have to have the most beautiful tail, but you do need to have it brushed, clean, your tack clean. You have him standing over himself, so you'd want to now stand him up, but lift his head up when you walk him up. Lift his head up. No, lift his head up, walk up a step. Lift it up, lift it up. There. One more step. Now let him stand for a minute, then let him stretch out. You just changed your pony's whole front end to a benefit. All right, this one's pretty darn good. I give her a lot of credit. Myself, I'd like to see him stand a little wider in front. And how she placed him, she could have had both feet actually facing directly in the same direction. Now I'm going to tell you a little secret. When you go to walk and trot, walk farther away from the judge because you can't see what the horse really does in front, and then walk a wide half turn to trot back. Big half circle, walk with purpose, I call it a march, trot promptly from the first step. If you wait and then they start to trot, you're not going to trot promptly. When you take that first trot step, they should be following. There you go. Train that one. Good. Watch his head. Watch his head. Not near me. Go the other way. Come on. Eyes up. Good. Now, whether you realize it or not, I'm watching every horse walk around that turn and come toward me, even though I'm watching the one in front of me jog. Now, soundness is definitely important. They have to be symmetrical at the trot. Couple lame steps, you're out. Couple odd steps because it doesn't want to trot, you're going to the back of the line. See, we're pulling on this pony. You want to have it when you suggest it trots, it trots. Good mover. All right. Now this pony, I might practice jogging from the other side for a while. Then he might trot with his body straighter when I do jogging from this side. All right, good job. Here comes the judge. He's going to now move them in order. So you have a minute to set them back up. It's not a race. It's he who does it the best, not the who does it the fastest. It's your job on your own to learn what good conformation is. How you present them is a different story. All right, here we go.
There you go. Now just move. Yeah. That's better. That's better. We don't want her to be
Here comes the judge. Don't worry. Just take your time. You never want your pony leaning over their front legs. That's a cardinal sin. All right, this chestnut's pretty good, but you see his hind legs, they're behind him. If she practiced and trained him to bring this hind leg up in front of the white one, she'd have it. She'd be on it. This one's long, completely long, so you need to teach him and practice to package him. Package him the best you can. Shiny coat, clean legs. There you go, but you still have this hind leg. Why don't you walk a little circle, and now listen to me, angle this way when you come back to the line. When you have a horse that won't stand upright, if you just walk them, maybe turn them right to circle them, but just angle them a little bit, you might find between the ground and where they're looking, they'll stand totally different. That's what you practice at home, over and over again. There you go, one more step. Lift his head up when you stop him. Lift him up, lift him up. Walk forward a step. One hand on one rein will work better. Might be the right rein though. Now lift his head up when you stop him though. He's leaning over his front end again. Traci will help you for a minute. All right, pretty good here. I like this. I don't mind the legs in front like this. I like the hind leg, although the back hind leg should be what we call a plumb line, straight down from the gasket. If you look at this one, it's a little behind. This leg's closer to the plumb line. If they stand with their hind end up underneath them, they're going to pick their back up. It's very important that they have a back up because you want them to jump around the jump. So you want their back round every day, all day. So I will walk up one step and get the back hind leg in front of the other hind leg. But lift their heads up. When you walk them up, pick their head up a little bit. And then once they're standing correctly, you can let them stretch their head and neck out. That's one of the keys to modeling your horse and presenting them so they have a little more elegant look. How you present your pony, your equipment. If your boots aren't clean, excuse me if you have filthy boots, by the way. Yeah, distracts from the whole thing. If your leg and straps aren't clean, it's part of the presentation. If your hat's not clean, if your hair's not done right, makes a difference. It's the overall picture is the first impression. The overall picture is the first impression. And manners. If you notice in all the hunter divisions, one of the things in the rule book, if you have read it or not, is manners. Your pony's manners, your manners. Manners. All right, wow. Great job. Very, very good. Why don't you all go turn your ponies back to the barn, and if you have any questions, I'll be here for a few minutes and I can answer them afterwards.